And I'm back with Freedom! Let's do it. Let's get to stabbing! Rawr! So I'm in the diamond mine, gotta do stuff for laborers. Nice thing is about the red jewels is from this point on for quite a while it's just gonna be a bunch of treasure chests. At least for the next couple of dungeons, really. So at this point, I just have to keep moving. But I'm recording this on Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all, even though this won't be for... you won't see this for a couple of weeks. But yeah, my Christmas, I woke up very early. And I'm getting some of this done. Because I figured, why the fuck not? And I'm just going to do it. Just gonna work on this because this will appear after the SMRPG rando. Well, I can't get to you. But yeah, I figure use early Christmas to get some of these episodes out since I know I'm not working today. And then do what I can with my Christmas. I'm going to a place called Tullaby downtown here in Minneapolis. I'm giving my mentality with Christmas, even on days where, you know, even in years where it's not like super cold. My main strategy is, hey, I'm going to go somewhere that I don't normally eat and splurge on food. Because I don't tend to go anywhere. I'm not really into that sort of thing. Ooh, interesting. So it looks like I'm back to Will. My strategy with holidays is either rest up now because I'm getting older and my body is not as quick to recover as it used to be. That's universal. And then other bullshit. But then again, I've said this before, I'm not really the person that goes out and does things anyway. What is this? What the heck? So you had me transform it... How does that work? I needed to transform into Will just to transform back into Freedom! Dark Friar. No, I'm not gonna say Freedom every single time that way. I'm sure it's Freedom, but I like saying Freedom. It's just more majestic. Rah! Freedom! Anyway. Orbs of Doom. Yeah! Anyway. So yeah, I've this weekend is weird. I get the Christmas off. Both the Lego set because we got them for a week. Because I watched the Wild beat the Bruins. I worked that shift. And then yesterday didn't do much. But I'm trying to get into different games, I think. Stuff I missed, like Wild Arms and Alundra. I don't think either really grabbed me. Though, to be fair, I only just started Wild Arms, but I tried watching footage of Alundra, and I think either being tired or just not really getting into it kind of soured me on it pretty quickly. Wild Arms has a weird animation style in its battles, and I'm not really fond of. But yeah, that's kind of what I did with my stuff yesterday. It wasn't super intense. And then today is just my fun and joy. Ooh, a key. Because really, when it comes to my content style, which admittedly is pretty bare bones, I have the games that I do for YouTube, games I do for Twitch, which sometimes get into YouTube. Usually the thought process is, if I do something for YouTube, it means that that's probably the last time I'm going to play a game for good, because if I've got it on YouTube, I don't really need it forever again. I don't usually replay games. It's not a thing I do anymore. But Twitch is a ground to try something new. Going on Patreon now is a way to try something new. And then, you know, doing randomizers each week or so. Or, you know, not each week, but once a month for different platforms as well. So there's not really a lot of time to, like, play games to play games. It's playing games to do content. And I think people can understand that, because it's essentially, at this point, it's its own part-time, not a job, but essentially it takes 15 to 20 hours to either play these games or whatever, just for that. So what that leaves me is, I watch anime to watch anime, but then I also review them, or I watch video games to re-experience ones I've never experienced before, that sort of thing. So how do I experience them? Well, I try to watch them on YouTube. I get the... Admittedly, yes. Watching it on YouTube or watching it on a stream, and I say this whether I'm watching a stream or not, you miss something trying to watch it. You're only going to get a thing by playing it. But whether it's due to time constraints or more likely physical constraints, and I would say physical constraints at this point rather than anything else, is you know, I wish I could play every single game on the planet, but I can't. Because there's money constraints. So obviously that's an impact too. And I just find out that, like, Apollo Justice Trilogy, because I know I've done the Phoenix Wright Trilogy. Guess when that game comes out? At or the same day as Yakuza 8. Right? And then the week after Yakuza 8 comes out, which I've already said is going to be on Twitch, because I've not played that game before, I'm going to be doing Persona 3 for YouTube. It's like, what the fuck? And then Final Fantasy Rebirth comes out. And again, how am I going to fit in time to watch footage for that sort of thing And that's where YouTube can benefit. It's not a crime to watch it on a stream. I think for games that I know I'm going to probably enjoy, like, say, Rebirth, I do... Ugh, Morgue? Ew. I do want to try and give it the best shot by playing it first, but that's not as feasible as you'd think anymore. It's not because I don't enjoy it, it's because... Same thing with Final Fantasy 16. I was like, do I know I'm going to like this? I did the same thing with Raincode before I played that on Twitch, and, you know, I'm going to play that on YouTube, obviously. Because I knew, admittedly, that I liked Danganronpa a lot. But do I know I'm going to like what's at play with Raincode? And it turns out I did. So I bought it. And then I played it for Twitch. But Loop 8. Honestly, Loop 8 was the game last year, or earlier this year, that I was interested in most. I didn't play stuff like Xenoblade 3, because I played Xenoblade 2 and thought, okay, I enjoy this, but the gameplay just kind of drives me nuts. I don't... You know, because everybody's different. And that is the thing that I always say. There's a game for everybody out there. There's a anime for everybody out there. There's a thing that everybody can watch and enjoy or do whatever. And I'm lucky that some of it is my content. Because that's great. What I say I enjoy is not always going to be what everybody else enjoys. But I'm willing to give things a shot. But I played Loop 8 for 15 to 20 minutes, or watched it on YouTube, and then realized, no, I am not going to want to buy this. There is a value to using technology for its thing, and I believe the same thing is true for using, like, quality of life, say in Final Fantasy V, which I'm also doing. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get through the game, and I'm abusing Guild Toss, right? Or I don't like random encounters, so I don't turn them on, or whatever. Same idea. It's using technology for what's an available use. And I think it's important that, like, whether you use a stream, or whether you use a YouTube thing, or whether you use a method to play a game the way you want to play, that's important, you know? It's access to a game you may or may not have had. I'm not advocating doing things the wrong way. I'm advocating doing things the way you enjoy them. And if it means, hey, I want to play Final Fantasy Rebirth, but I don't like the combat system, or I didn't enjoy it, but I love the story. Same thing with Final Fantasy 16. I love the story, but the combat didn't really jive with me when I was watching it. I'm like, when I get around to playing it, I might enjoy it, so I'll buy it someday. As opposed to Yakuza 8, or Like a Dragon 8 at this point, or Persona 3 Reload, which is like, prioritizing, do I know I'm going to enjoy this? Do I know I'm going to play this for YouTube? Do I know I'm going to play this for Twitch? Abso-fucking-lutely. So I don't need an explanation. So it's, do I have the money? Do I have the time? Do I have the interest? Best thing about 2024? Good God, is it so loaded. Anyway, that's my way of getting through the Diamond Mine. Hope you enjoyed that little soapbox. Let's open these. So, did I get the red jewels though? Did I get the red jewels? Did I get the red jewels though? If I miss out on the red jewels somehow, I'm going to be a bit cross. As he said, I was supposed to get the red jewels today. He said trapped laborer is supposed to send me the jewels. Let me check with them one more time, because, or maybe once they leave. Maybe once they leave. Let me see. But to be fair, I think that's the same as like if you're gonna buy anything. You weigh options and you say, okay, do I have the money for the thing? Do I want it? Do I want it? A lot. And I run this situation a lot when I work for Lego in the wild, whether people are buying for Christmas or not. They say, I know, I really want to buy a thing. And I had this with a coworker too. You kind of weigh the pros and cons of buying a certain thing. And you'd say, what is a person looking for when they're trying to buy something? Well, weighing multiple options and saying, hey, do you have experience buying a certain thing? Cool. Here's the method. I've been pretty honest and upfront about, you know, liking or disliking certain things to my detriment sometimes, whether it's wanting to play something or wanting to experience something, and, you know, telling people, hey, it's just not for me. I'm just never gonna do it. But I do think there is that appreciation for that honesty in saying, okay, here's why a certain thing is the way it is. Because I tend to be very open in a like of something or a dislike of something else. Because it's important to always come into something knowing that if you're going to pour your heart into something, whether it's a hobby or something you want to do, that it is going to be something that you spend your time wanting to show. Especially for public consumption like YouTube is. Admittedly, you know, this goes back to a few of the playthroughs that I've said. I enjoyed them at first, and then I slowly grew not to. And my mind wasn't into it anymore. That's life. Did I forget my red jewels? Where the fuck? I sure hope the red jewel guy gets them, cause if I miss out on them because of this, I'm going to be very cross. Well, I suppose I can look. Because I looked for those dudes. I totally looked for those dudes, trust me. Unless, wait a minute. No. No, I opened that. Never mind. Oh, maybe I talked to them now. Maybe not. Maybe not. Look, if I don't get solid arm, I don't get him. You know. Whatever. Damn. That's disappointing, though. Because I would have thought that I would have gotten the thing that I needed to get, but... yeah. Because I went through all the rigmarole of trying to get him. Damn. Did you get him? You didn't get him. Damn it. Well. Weird. I talked to them over and over. I'm not gonna go back and get him. I thought I was gonna do it. You're supposed to. Well, this is a fine how do you do. They said you're supposed to get the red jewels at the diamond mine. I'll take one more look around unless those enemies show up again, which means I have to fight them again. I'm supposed to get 3 red jewels from a bunch of dudes. So did I miss a spot? Because those dudes were there. Nope. Well, look. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna wipe my hands of the whole red jewel thing. I'm just gonna say, hey, I scoured that place and I looked for it and I couldn't find it. I fought everybody. I did everything. But I guess I didn't do it enough. But you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. What I'm gonna worry about is beating the game. I think that's fair. Oh well. Shit happens. This is weird. You just play a flute in a dude's ear. But hey, now I can play the game without worrying about the red jewels or not. Yay, I guess? Whoa! What is this place? Somehow I feel a little homesick. I feel like I'm back in the... Ew! Ew! Everything that's happened and the people I've met are pouring into my head. I was raised in the town of South Cape. When my father didn't come back from an expedition, the most important thing in my life was gone. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't stand my father using soldiers to invade other countries. It's awful when someone loses their life. What had taken years to put together was destroyed in one moment. I wonder if Seth is alright. People live on because they forget about unpleasant things. Whoa! Will, you gotta try this, dude! Back in the womb? What the fuck? What am I doing? What happened? Lance, your memory's back. I was worried. I wondered what would happen. Well, there's an eccentric inventor in the woods nearby. Should we go? I think his name's Neil. Did you say Neil? That's the same name as my lost cousin. My cousin Neil, the inventor, flew into the sky in a thing called an airplane. Yep, I missed my red jewels. Well, fuck. Damn it! Oh well. Well, I think this game's trying to tell me where to go next. So, I'll take a break, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.